everybody. Oh, it's dark. It's dark, is it? It's dark. Okay, good morning, everybody. Happy Monday. We hope that you have all had a wonderful, wonderful weekend. We're certainly very happy in school today.
We are.
Lots of good stuff happening. So I hope you had a lovely weekend. Here we are for our themed assembly. Let's start as we all. Oh, let's just read some of the comments first of all.
I know, I've just spotted a couple.
Pizza, ice cream, lemon cheesecake. Oh, what would be your favourite food, sir?
Well, I'm more of a savoury person, so I would probably go crisps, cheese and onion.
Okay.
And then hummus and breadsticks.
Of course. What about an olive, sir?
No, sorry. And then sweets would have to be dairy. Is it Cadbury caramel?
Yeah.
Cadbury caramel.
Oh, really?
All the way. Yeah.
Oh.
Or a curly whirly. Yay.
Or a curly whirly. Excellent. What about you, Sabahan?
Mine is a bit ethnic, so food-wise, it's got to be biryani.
Oh, especially if it's made by our middays at our school.
Yeah.
So biryani. And what about if you're having a little treat?
And this treat again, I'm going to go with, and some of our children will know this, gulab jamun.
Oh,
Those
Indian
little
sweets.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I've got a soft spot for them.
Nice. Umar says he's got sensitive teeth, so he doesn't like ice cream that much. My quote on Friday was, never trust anybody that doesn't like ice cream.
What's your favourite food then?
Chocolate.
Favourite food?
Chocolate.
Okay, so chocolate on toast.
Everything. Cadbury chocolate all the way.
Nutella?
No. I'd go Cadbury's. Yeah, Cadbury's chocolate. And then probably my favourite style of food would be either Italian food or sort of Mexican food, just because it's like an event. I like food to be an event. Right, now we digress. I'm sure we've sparked lots of conversations. I'm sure lots of children are now having conversations with mums and dads and teachers about what your favourite foods are. It certainly unites us. Right, let's start as we normally do then by showing our visibility and our presence, and we'll sing our song, sir. So I'll do two things at once. Light of the world, you set down into darkness. Open my eyes, let me see beauty that makes this heart adore you. Hope of a life spent with you. And here I am to worship. Here I am to bow down. Here I am to say that I love my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. King of all days, oh so highly exalted, glorious in heaven above. Humbly he came to the earth uncreated, all full of shame he lived for. Here I am to worship, here I am to bow down, here I am to say that I love my God. You're altogether lovely, altogether worthy, altogether wonderful to me. So would you like to lead us in prayer, please?
Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Inshallah, we'll begin with the Fatiha. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين آمين.
So we couldn't, because we're so excited, we couldn't reveal the learning theme. We've already done it.
We started at the beginning.
We've already done it.
Yeah. So I'm doing our little talk this morning, and I'm going to go back to when we did virtual iftar and virtual Eid, because I talked a lot about food there. And food is universal. Food unites everybody. And I was thinking about celebrations. And it doesn't matter what celebration you have, what do you normally do? You normally go for a meal.
Yeah.
Or you normally cook a meal at home.
Yeah.
Or you normally get a takeaway.
Correct.
Or you normally have somebody bakes something at home.
Yeah.
And there's programs on there. I was watching the Bake Off the Professionals the other day. Food is just all around us. And it's big in religion as well. So if we think about the iftar meals that we shared during Ramadan, if we think about Eid, if we think about the Last Supper in Christianity and the Easter meal, food is all around us and it unites people, it brings us together. I'm pretty sure now you will be able to think of a time, either during lockdown or before lockdown, when you got together with people and had food. I know when I get with my group of friends for any birthday, we always have food. And that set me thinking about, do we actually think about where our food comes from? And at the moment, there's a lot of people who don't have enough food in the world, yet there is enough food in the world to feed everybody. So I found a poem. So I'm going to do a poem, if that's all right. In life, there is a need to eat, which most of us all know. But do we stop and wonder what helped our food to grow? This ripening fruit was growing once high up on a tree. These vegetables were planted, these fish swam in the sea. The flour for this, our daily bread, was crushed from golden grain. This wheat grew tall in many a field, through sunshine, wind, and rain. Who worked so high by night and day to grow the things we see? Who picked and cleaned and packed this food to bring to you and me? Who drove the lorries, sailed the ships for very many hours? Who stocked the supermarket shelves? Who stacked them up in towers? Who works each day to buy our food? Who shops to bring it home? Who cooks it just the way we like? We really shouldn't moan. So when you're feeling fussy and food isn't to your taste, be thankful for the food is there. Don't let it go to waste. And that made me think that all too often our food appears on our table. And we eat it, and we put our dishes on the side or in the dishwasher, and then we go about our normal life. How many of us actually stop to think about those things, to think about where our food came from, to think about the people, the many, many people who work to put that on our table, whether that be before it's delivered to us or as it's cooked. So this week, as you're enjoying all of those lovely, lovely things that you mentioned earlier, just pause and take time to reflect and be thankful and grateful and praise Allah for all of the food that we are so lucky to have.
Yeah, absolutely, Seth. Sometimes we take things for granted.
Very much so.
And I think over these last 4 weeks, we've realised that more than ever, that things we would just take for granted, giving people a cuddle, going and visiting friends and family, going to the shops, we just assume that will always happen, and for many of us, food is part of that.
Definitely.
We just assume we can go to the cupboard, we can open it, and we can get something out to eat. Likewise, we go to the tap and we can have safe drinking water. So it is all. I love that idea. Let's just take a minute to stop and pause. Really love that.
And I think that came home, didn't it, when at the beginning of lockdown, people started panic buying.
Yeah.
And there's that photo of an elderly lady in a supermarket aisle with nothing around us, or nothing around her. Imagine that. Imagine going to the supermarket and not being able to buy your food, or not knowing where your next meal comes from.
No, absolutely. So a lot that we need to be grateful and thankful for. Absolutely. Thank you ever so much, sir. Shall we move on to the book?
Oh,
This is Ustad Pahan's favourite book.
Yes.
He does like the Princess Diaries, but this one is definitely still his favourite.
For this week.
This is one of my favourite books, and what's lovely about this book is no matter how young you are or how old you are, you can still read this book, and it's so much fun. And it's got some lovely messages in here as well. So it's The Very Hungry Caterpillar, and I'm sure you're all familiar with this book. So it starts off, it's a very clever book as well. It says, "In the light of the moon, a little egg lay on a leaf. One Sunday morning, the warm sun came up, and pop, out of the egg came a tiny and very hungry caterpillar. He started to look for some food. On Monday, he ate through one apple, but he was still hungry. On Tuesday, he ate through 2 pears, but he was still hungry. On Wednesday, he ate through 3 plums, but he was still hungry." I'm sure most of you know this book off by heart. You'll be able to read along with me. On Thursday, he ate through 4 strawberries, but he was still hungry. On Friday, he ate through 5 oranges, but he was still hungry. On Saturday, he ate through 1 piece of chocolate cake, 1 ice cream cone, 1 pickle, 1 slice of Swiss cheese, 1 slice of salami, 1 lollipop, 1 piece of cherry pie, 1 sausage, 1 cupcake, and 1 slice of watermelon. That night, he had a stomachache. We've all been there one day, haven't we? The next day was Sunday again. The caterpillar ate through 1 nice green leaf, and after that, he felt much better. Now he wasn't hungry anymore, and he wasn't a little caterpillar anymore. He was a big, fat caterpillar.
We all know that feeling as well.
Oh, yes.
He built a small house called a cocoon around himself. He stayed inside for more than 2 weeks. Then he nibbled a hole in the cocoon, pushed his way out, and he was a beautiful butterfly. Look at that, amazing. It's amazing, the journey of a caterpillar. And just to add to really thought-provoking talk that Mr. Jones gave, food is so amazing, and much of what we learn in school connects with food. We can weigh food, we can look at the colours in food. In science, you can do experiments with food, and there's so many vitamins and nutrients that we take from food. Just like that caterpillar grew, we all depend on food. If it wasn't for food, we wouldn't be able to grow and develop. So we really, really need to look after the planet that gives us all of this beautiful food that we have, with all its variety and all of its flavors and all of its textures. It really, really is amazing when you look at it. When you look at food, it's really, really fascinating. And what's really good is if you grow your own food. They say the taste of food that you grow yourself is much better than any food that you can buy from anywhere else. So it'll be good to see what you're growing at home.
Yeah.
We know some of our children that have greenhouses at home now. So let's see what you can grow, and let's see if you can send us some pictures in of that.
Oh, there's a good challenge for everybody.
I'm quite excited to see where the learning goes this week. I'm hoping that there will be loads of different biryanis that people are taste testing at home. There'll be the biryani bake-off.
You could do an English language lesson with writing a recipe and steps on how to cook.
All instructions.
We could share, that's a good point. We could do our own e-recipe book.
That would be good.
Oh, there's so much. The world is our oyster. The world is our oyster. Well, on that note, we're going to love you and leave you and say goodbye to you all. We hope that you have a wonderful, wonderful, wonderful week, both the boys and girls that are at home and the boys and girls that are in school. Please do keep sharing all of your wonderful and your exciting learning with us on Class Dojo. Mums and dads, we hope that you enjoyed that newsletter that landed with you on Friday. What a celebration of all the things that we've been up to over the last 14 weeks. I have got something really exciting to share with mums and dads this week as well. We've kept it under wraps since March, but now is the time for us to go big with this one and let all the mums and dads know about something very exciting that happened in March. So yes, excellent stuff. Have a really, really great week, everybody, and we will see you on Friday for our celebration assembly. Take care.
Assalamu alaikum.
Bye bye.